Hi and welcome to Coffee Time Astrology with me, your host Lisa Michelle, and today's episode is talking about the planets in astrology. So what do the planets represent in astrology and in our birth charts? Well, think of planets as characters, their personalities, and they express themselves differently in each different sign and also house. So for example, if you have Mercury in Virgo, then a Virgo being very analytical, very good attention to detail, then a Mercury in Virgo is going to be able to express themselves and communicate in a very clear and articulate way. So let's look at each different planet through the lens of astrology. Just to clarify, in astrology, the sun and the moon, whilst they are luminaries, they are referred to as planets in astrology. So let's start with the sun. The sun represents your identity and your life purpose. It rules the zodiac sign Leo, and it takes approximately 1 month to transit through each sign. The house the sun resides in is the 5th house, and its element is fire. And the keywords associated with the sun are self-expression, ego, pleasure, joy, children, confidence, fame, purpose, vibrance, strength, positivity, consciousness, generosity, affection, and on the negative it can represent a little bit of pomposity. The sun also represents the father or the father figure in your life. The moon. Now the moon represents your instincts and your emotions. It rules the zodiac sign Cancer, and it takes approximately 2 to 3 days to transit through each sign, and its natural house is the 4th house, and its element is water. The key words associated with the moon are unconsciousness, emotions, moods, habits, instincts, domestic urge, physical home, memory, your sixth sense, intuition, and also represents the mother or the maternal figure in your life. Mercury. Mercury represents communication and learning. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. Mercury takes 3 to 4 weeks to transit through each sign. Its natural houses for Gemini is the 3rd house, and for Virgo is the 6th house. Its element is in air, and the key words and meanings for Mercury are communication, speaking, your communication style, messages, intellect, logic, reason, your thinking process, your conscious mind, your mental pursuits, curiosity, versatility, socializing, your routine, learning, books, magazines, blogs, contracts, vehicles and commuting, your neighborhood, and Mercury is the god of commerce and travel. Venus. Venus represents love and pleasure. Venus rules 2 signs, Taurus and Libra, and Venus takes 4 to 5 weeks to transit through each sign. Venus's natural house is the 2nd house for Taurus and 7th house for Libra. Its element is earth, and the key words and meanings are attraction, love, relationships, art, beauty, fashion, harmony, cooperation, compromise, unison, gentleness, friendliness, social skills, tactful, entitlement, indecisive, overly romantic, overly dependent on others, spending habits, and your earning potential. Mars. Mars represents assertion and action. Mars rules the sign Aries, and it takes around 6 to 7 weeks to transit each sign. Its natural house is the first, and the element is fire. And the key words and meanings of Mars are aggression, sex, action, initiative, bravery, desire, competition, courage, passion, physical exercise, risk-taking, conflict, weapons, anger, temper, hasty, rude, cuts, accidents, and knives. Jupiter. Jupiter represents growth and opportunity. It rules Sagittarius and Pisces, and it takes 12 to 13 months to transit through each sign. And it's got 2 houses, so 9th for Sagittarius and 12th for Pisces. Its element is in fire, and the key words and meanings for Jupiter are luck, growth, expansion, abundance, optimism, positivity, risk, gambling, knowledge, legal matters, loyalty, justice, higher education, universities, learning, philosophy, languages, religion, advertising, publishing, travel. Can be over-optimistic and a little bit extravagant and self-indulgent. Saturn. Saturn represents authority and maturity. Saturn represents 2 signs, Capricorn in modern astrology and Aquarius in traditional. It takes 2 to 3 years to transit each sign, and its natural houses are the 10th with Capricorn and the 12th with Aquarius. Its element is in earth, and the key words and meanings for Saturn are structure, law, order, stability, restriction, obstacles, discipline, obligation, ambition, wealth, work, career, wisdom, lessons, resilience, karma, processes, oppression, and hardship. Uranus or Uranus or Uranus. I don't know which is the right way to say this, but I tend to say Uranus, so we're going to go with Uranus. Uranus represents change and liberation. It rules Aquarius. It takes approximately 7 years to transit through each sign. Its natural house is the 11th, and its element is in air. And the key words and meanings for Uranus are upheaval, change, unpredictable change, disruption, rebellion, reformation, eccentricity, freedom, opportunity, independence, inventive, creative, revolutions, divorce, homosexuality, technology, inventions, and aerospace. Neptune. Neptune represents imagination and transcendence. It rules the sign Pisces, and it takes 10 to 12 years to transit through each sign. Its natural house is in the 12th house. Its element is in water. And the key words and meanings of Neptune are dreams, intuition, mysticism, imagination, hypnotism, delusions, illusions, imagination, deception, indecision, sensitivity, con artists, drugs, alcohol, hospitals, prisons, institutions, hypochondria. And with animals, it represents horses or horse racing. It can represent poetry and dancing. Pluto. Pluto represents power and transformation. It rules Scorpio. It takes 12 to 15 years to transit through each sign, and its natural house is the 8th house, and its element is in water. And the key words and meanings for Pluto are transformation, money, power, control, inheritance, evolution, research, subconscious, willpower, sex, change, death, rebirth, reproduction, resurrection, elimination, destruction, the occult, ghosts, the underworld, obsession, critical, and it can be very secretive. Okay, so you now know the basic information for each of the 10 planets. With this information, along with the zodiac signs that we covered in my last episode, you can start putting together even more amazing information from your birth chart, or if you're reading someone else's birth chart, and you can get so much more depth in a birth chart reading by knowing the sign and the planet of each placement in a birth chart. Our next episode will be covering the houses, so stay tuned, stay connected, be sure to follow, and I will see you in my next episode about the houses.